Hello, hello, hello. Lessons number 1, 2, 3, 4. This topic, which is similarity. They give it a fancy name, properties of geometrical figures, but I just call it similarity. These are going to be the answers for all first 3 lessons, the whole booklet. So if you're here in class, you would have seen a lot of this already, so I'm just going to fly through it. So similarity, the main thing, same shape but different size. This is same shape means that angles are equal. When they say different sizes, they should really say the sizes in the same ratio. So if all the sides are equal, they're in the ratio 1 to 1. They're still not there. Oh, you can't even see that. That start. There we go. They're still similar. So shapes which are exactly the same are similar. They're also congruent. And we got that symbol, 3 vertical lines meaning similar. Whereas congruence was this way. 1, 2, 3. That's congruent. Is congruent to, I should say. Is congruent to. Whereas this means is similar to. Whoa. I'm short on sleep, so I'm making silly mistakes. You'll see. All right. And then we wrote this out. So here's the answers for the first one if you haven't got it already. So I'm just going to show it to you and move on. You have to write them in order. So T, W, P, X, and then Y had to be in order. Scrolling down. Then we have this page. Same with King. They were nice. They either gave you the angles, they gave you symbols to show which angles are equal. Scrolling down. Extension. Getting a little bit harder when they flip and rotate the triangle. Oh, that one they had to do. Yeah. You had to say which ones are equal. Had to figure it out. Scrolling down. Scale factor. This is where it gets important. Scale factor. Oh, yeah. Good correction there. Greater than 1. So things are getting bigger. So this one, it was 3 across. And then down here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To get from 3 up to 6, it got enlarged by 2. This one is 3 down to 1. So you might think, oh, I got divided by 3. But no. What we did instead is we times it by 1/3. So we're always timesing. We're not always timesing. Scrolling down. Similar. Making it big, making it small. That's the half. That's obviously the 3. Scrolling down. And then, same again, making it 3 times bigger. Those ones can be tricky. Good test is at the end, you look at what you started with and what you finished with. And if they look the same, you're good. Scrolling down. I'm just going to pause. I haven't seen that. Why did they change the scale factor 3? Just to make it fit? Scale factor 4? Oh, I guess it didn't fit on. So they were going to do a scale factor 3 to make it fit. But then they decided, rotate it, do it 3. So I think I can actually get rid of that. It is a scale factor 4. All right, scrolling down. So this is calculating the scale factor, finding the ones which are matching. So the bottom here are matching, and then the image over the original. The way I think of it is the new over the old. Just the new one, always the old one, the original. New on the top, old on the bottom. And 30 over 15 gives you 2. And if you did it for either side, you still get 2, 20 over 10. And we're finding the scale factor. And I also, one thing which I like to do is I just put an arrow, just because I need to know which one's the original and which one's the new one. So the new one has the arrow going to it. So that's the new one. Oh. 6. Good. For some reason, they've switched around the order there, but it doesn't matter. In that case, they made that one new one. And this one 2/4. Done it that way. Good. So this time they just, what they're showing there, sorry, couldn't see it. What I'm doing is zooming in more, so sometimes you can't see it. All sides in the same ratio. All sides in the same ratio. So the sides in the same ratio and the angles all unchanged. Scrolling down. I'll talk more about this later. This video is here just for those people who weren't here in the room. Same thing, more of the same. Practicing it, scrolling over. Well, this side, scrolling. Left. That's important. Larger scale factor's got to be bigger than 1. If it's smaller, the scale factor is less than 1. So between 0 and 1. That's, they've already said A is greater than 0 though. And congruent means unchanged. So that's the ones on the left. And then here's the ones on the right. Whoa. Long proof there. Oh, even further. There you go. Scrolling. And got most of those, but not all of those. That one's done. That one's done. Oh, no, it's C over here. My fault. I like doing arrows and things like that, so everyone can see. So, got them all done. Oh. Okay, so now we're caught up. Video's caught up. Just a few minutes. Oh, 7 minutes. Why did I go so long? Here we go. So this is where we're up to today, page 37. Find each similar figures and the scale factor. So we've got 4 of them here, and you got to figure out which ones are similar. Like A and C are definitely not similar. B and D are not similar because the shapes look different. I'm thinking it's going to be A and D and B and C, but how can I prove it? How can I prove it? So for this one, A and D, so I'll go A to D, the scale factors, the matching sides, 8 centimeters over 4 on the bottom, that's 2, 4 centimeters. So that's our scale factor. Those ones are similar because the scale factor is 2 and the angles are all the same. B to C. So I'm doing C is the new one, so it's 3/6, half. And there we go, 2/4. Also a half. So the scale factor for B to C is a half. If I did C to B, everything would have been reversed. You'd get a scale factor of 2. So that's how I do it. Have a quick go at that. When you unpause, will there be answers or won't there? Nope, I'm going to skip answers. So have a go at those. When you're ready, we'll scroll down. Because I want to move on to this. This is what I really want to focus on today. And unfortunately, I've got limited time. Finding a scale factor. We are going to find the scale factor first, then find the unknown side length. It's a 2-step process. So step number 1, let's zoom in, zoom in. Find the scale factor, then we use it. This is what similarity is really all about. Now, if you look at the bottom sides, we've got a 2 and an x. We can't use those ones to figure out the scale factor. We need numbers that we actually know. The 3 and the 6, those we know. So I'm going to put my little arrow there. That's our new, that's our old. Sorry, new on the right, old on the left. So 6 over 3, no, scale factor is 2. So now we know that the scale factor, I can then say, is for timesing by 2. So how do I get from the 2 to the x? Well, I take the 2 centimeters and I times it by 2, gives me a scale factor of 4. How we do it. I'm going to scroll over. You still be able to see that on the screen. Good. Example 2. So same again. This time I don't have the vertical. I can't use the vertical, but I can use the bottom. And I am going to draw an arrow so I know which one's the new, which one's the old. I'm going to say the bottom, 12. No units, so just 12 over 6. Scale factor, oh, it's 2 again. So we're timesing it by 2. And we get to 7, and we times it by 2 to give us the x, 14. That's it. No, I'll just make that neater. And I'll scroll down. 3, 2, 1. There's going to be some other examples. Get a little bit tricky. Oh yeah, this is tricky. So these 2 triangles, these are actually, there's 2 triangles here. It looks like this one, but there's 2. They're overlapping, and just like in trigonometry, nice to redraw them. Redraw them. You'll see why. They don't have to be perfect. That'll do. What we have are 2 triangles, and we need to work out their side lengths. So what do we know for sure? This one is a 5 and a 2. And there's an x there. But this one here, I'm going to put this in red. Really pay attention. How long is the bottom? It's not 20. It's 20 is from there to there. And 5 is from there to there. So the full thing from the corner over to the end is 20 plus 5, 25. That is why we redraw it. Very easy to just go 20 over 5. Not correct. So now we can work it out. Scale factor. I'm going to go like from that to that one. And so 25 on the bottom for the new one, old one. We times by 5. X is the 2 times, whoa, see, I keep jumping to the answer. 2 times 5 is equal to 10. So redraw, find the scale factor, find the missing side. I'm going to do this one a little bit differently, just because sometimes you're going to have to do this. So redraw 1, redraw 2. Yeah. I know the angles are slightly different from the original, but it doesn't have to be a work of art. So we've got a 4 and a 3. At the bottom, from one end to the other, is actually 8. It's not 4. Of course it can't be 4. Normally, I'm going right to left with my scale factor. But let's just say, I went the other way. Crazy talk, I know. What if I set it up like this? Now the one on the right is the original, and that's the new one. So, scale factor, going this direction, the new is the 4 over the 8. Those are the numbers we got. So we have to times by a half going that way. And now I can use that. So what we have is I can say that x times by a half gives you 3. So it's actually x, divide both sides by a half here, x equals 3 divided by a half. So when you're finding one of the original sides, we actually have to divide by the scale factor. That was meant to be in a different color, round 2. Here, we had to divide by the scale factor. Three divided by a half, it's the same as timesing by 2. That's equal to 6. So, scroll down a little bit so when I pause, you can see that. So, one more example. Same thing again. Actually, kind of the same. I want you to have a go at that. And, sorry, scrolling down, 3, 2, 1. And then just have a go at each of these. So working out, practice, 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 practice. And then it's all the same thing, but then with polygons, it's the same process. It's a whole bunch of practice, 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 finding all the unknowns, keeping in mind, it's all practice. Excellent. Just do as many as you can. Sometimes, I'll leave this up, you are going to have to find one of the original lengths. So you will have to divide by the scale factor when you're doing that. All right, stop talk. That's it. I'm out of low on time. Not even going to give you answers in the video. I'm very sorry. Maybe I'll make a video with the answers. Stopping. Bye-bye.